Hello everyone, this is Deep from Gestisoft and welcome to a new video on Civio, which is our own purpose-built application on the Dynamics 365 platform to manage citizen requests for cities in North America. So today we'll be looking at how to manage knowledge-based articles. So knowledge-based articles allow to create articles that your citizens might search often, such as information on snow removal, animal management, taxes, etc. You may also choose to keep those articles internally for your 311 agents to have access to when they are dealing with citizen requests. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to go in activities and I'm going to show how you can create a request to have a new knowledge-based article created. So you're going to click on task up here and then you're going to check the request for information bank so that the person knows that you are going to request a knowledge article. So the subject can be anything that you want to request to. So let's say here it is about wild animals. And then you can choose a responsible department for the request. So you can choose a magnifying glass to select that. And then you can go ahead and choose from the list here. Then the type of request, whether you need to create that new article or you need to update an existing article, or maybe you want to remove an existing article. So we're going to go with creation. Then we've got the English version required, so we can choose yes or no here. You can also go ahead and choose a desired publication date as well as a desired revision date. And then in the description here, you can go ahead and just write what you are looking for when it comes to these articles. So let's just say it's just that. And then regarding again, if you click on the magnifying glass, you can choose the article will be regarding to whom. So you can go ahead and choose that. Then when it comes to the approval for both the Service Information Bank Manager and the Information Bank Manager 311, you can just go ahead and click on approve. Once you've done that, you click on save up here and then you can then click on mark as complete. But before you click on that, in the small arrow here, you will see you've got the due date that you can also choose to add to this task. And once you've done all of that, you can go and click on mark complete, and then that request will be sent to the appropriate team to carry out the knowledge base article creation, update, or removal. Now, once you've done all of that, and let's say now you've got the article that has been published by the team, where you can go ahead and check this is in the left column here under case management. You will see we've got KB articles, so knowledge-based articles. And if you look here, you'll have a list of all of the articles that has already been published for your use. So whether you want your 311 agents to use them or you want to send them to your citizen. Now let's look at how you can manage those knowledge-based articles. So if you open one of them here, so you can see we've got the title, we've got the keywords, we've got the description of the article and the content that has been written down here. If you go into the settings section, you will be able to see all the settings that is associated with that particular article. So you can see the status, the owner, the language, who it was created by, on what date it was created, and so on. And if you go on analytics, you will have other information that you can check out. Now, what I wanted to also show you here is up here next to this small arrow. If you click on it, you can have a major version number and a minor version number. And you can also have the status reason that you can change here if, for instance, the article need a review. So let's just say there was a misspelling or there was just a minor mistake in the text and it needs a review. So you can add the needs review here. Or if there are information that needs to be changed and removed entirely or added to the article, then you can go ahead and choose the updating option so that everyone knows the status of this particular article. Now, the next thing that is important, so if you click on the three dots up here, you will be able to see other options that you can choose when it comes to this article. So you can choose to create a major version or a minor version. You can also choose to translate or even to archive. So this is very important when you want to remove all articles and replace them with new one that has more updated information. You can choose to archive the all articles so that you do not lose them forever. Or you can send to trash, you can revert back to the draft, or you can do other option that you can choose here. Now, I also wanted to show you the next step in that, which is how you are going to, let's say, send one of these articles to one of your citizens in your city. So let's go to cases and let's open one of the active cases right now. So let's say we've got this one. And as you can see here, we've got all the information about the requester. Now, if you go into the request section, you will see on your right, we've got all the articles here that has already been popping up, that has already been added automatically based on the keywords that the requester has sent, and that you can see are going to tally with what he is looking for. And so now let's say you want to send this article to that specific citizen. You can click on that article and you can choose the envelope icon up here to email this article to the citizen in question. Now, if you do not want to send it and you only want to use it as a 311 agent to reply to that citizen, you can do it here itself. You have access to it internally and you can write your response to that specific person who is requesting information. Now, that is all for me for today. This was just a quick video to show you about knowledge-based articles in Civio, which is a citizen request management software developed by Gestisoft. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.